just to preface this a little bit, turn some sounds down while I'm talking. I'm going to be narrating what I'm doing, regardless of whether there's actually anyone viewing my live stream, largely because I'm going to end up posting this and using it as a bit of a sort of shortcut video to upload to the channel. So I'm not losing my mind, I'm just messing around and trying to put a little bit of narration in. But since this is also the first time where I'm live streaming, I'm having to play around a little bit and see exactly what the deal is with it. So if anyone does pop up in chat, I'll respond to them if I notice what they're saying, but otherwise probably will get ignored this time around. But I don't suspect I'm going to have anyone watching, at least in part because I haven't advertised it. So, to explain what I'm doing, I have a really long history with World of Warcraft. And the last time they had a remix pop up with Mop Remix, I ended up coming back playing it and actually liking it so much that it made me decide to replay the game for a little while. Now, since then, I have actually had a I've expanded my family. I've had a lot more going on. I've actually started doing the channels on YouTube, all that sort of stuff. So realistically, I don't tend to have the time to actually do a whole lot of WoW. So the only way I can really justify it is if I'm able to double up on it and actually make a video out of it while playing around with it some. But this is also a little bit of a test for live streaming, and if it works out well enough, then I may live stream with at least some semi-regularity, but probably never for really extended periods of time. I would expect that I'll do this one for about an hour, and then just go from there. So, let's see, this first one is really not big choice, so we'll grab that. Let's see, do I have Sigil of Misery down here? No. So throw Vengeful Retreat up here, throw Sigil of Flame there, and put the Warband stuff over here. Torment can be useful. Sigil, okay. And actually I need to check out my spell book and make sure there's nothing else I need to grab. Arcane Torrent might be handy occasionally. Alright. Oh, Demon Spikes, definitely useful. That's those sigils here. I'm trying to remember how I had my bar set up for Demon Hunter previously. And set up my hotkeys to kind of mimic the setup that I had for Final Fantasy because I actually liked it quite a bit. But we'll see. And spam those two, pop that for extra defense. A little bit of a pull thing. Pull as well, and a little bit of damage. Okay, cool, whatever. It should be good enough for now. And pull the camera back.
Never settle for the unknown. Our endeavor goes on. The possibilities are...
And let's see, is this one that I actually remember watching? Oh, okay. Let's get past that. Okay, one friendly thing. If I actually end up having anyone viewing this, well, they're not watching it, so there's no point in telling them. And let's see what we got to do.
Work with you.
Should be interesting to figure out what's going on with this particular remix event, because now that the Infinite is actually working with us instead of against us, the question of who's messing with the timeline is a lot more interesting.
Your memory loss is certainly unexpected. Help Khadgar while I try to figure out what happened.
Collections, mounts, and let's just do that. Oh, never mind. His image is right over here.
Stand firm. We must hold the line against the Legion. Keep your guard up.
Chamber of the Guardians across town. So just go kill random things. Oh, that's from getting my maps up and going. Okay. Well, so how many do we need to kill? Probably plenty. Let's see if being a tank really helps all that much. Dude. Usually slow damage early on, but better damage later, so not taking a whole lot of damage here, so pull some more stuff. I tend to get people irritated at me in dungeons because I'm one of those tanks that tends to be more cautious than rapid, so the reality is never done super well with things like Mythic Plus because of that, because I don't really like running along as fast as humanly possible. Not my favorite type of gameplay. Okay. Hello, Khadgar. And reinforce the magical barriers.
Was supposed to banish the Legion's forces from Dalaran before it was teleported to the Broken Isles.
What gear do we have anyway? Oh, we don't have much at all. Wonder.
But we must retake the city.
Can't even remember where the heirlooms are supposed to be. So that thing's quite useful for fishing, but I don't have Pandaria fishing. Anyway, whatever. That doesn't really matter. Molly, it'll be useful except for the fact that I'm not an engineer. And you can't really pick up professions in this one. So talk to Khadgar again. Optional. Blah, blah, blah. What happened, Khadgar? I don't know. I'm the strongest mage in existence, but somehow consistently keep screwing up.
If we don't reinforce the building's barriers, then the civilians hiding inside...
I actually really don't think that the overall story in WoW is all that bad. Just sometimes they get a little too corny and don't really do everything that they could to actually make the stories get fleshed out really well. Okay, so it's going to make me do that. I can't just fly. Okay, well, whatever. We'll get these guys. Oh yeah, I can't forget about that spell. Whoop, didn't really mean to do that.
I need to get closer.
I can't remember what level I unlocked the breath ability here. I'm trying to double up on some of the classes. I've got all of them leveled up on the otherwise actual main account, so to speak. But a few I've played more than others. Like, the reason why I have so many druids is because my original main was a druid. So, story time. When I first met the woman that would eventually become my wife, I knew I was going to end up asking her to marry me. Like, I just had no doubt at that point in time. So, what I did was to ensure that I didn't end out wasting time with WoW while she and I were dating. I just completely deleted all the characters on my account. After we'd been together for a while, actually after the point where we'd gotten married, I went ahead and I talked to her about it and asked her if I could download it and try it again. And I was able to play it quite a bit more casually because, to be quite honest with you, didn't really want to put the time into it that I had. So, it's still fun to play, but I'm able to actually play a lot more casually than what I really used to be able to do back before I met her. But deleting all those characters did sort of make it to where whenever I came back to it, I was missing a whole lot of stuff. There's only one character from my old account that's left over, and that's my panda. And it's because he was a GM for a guild that was really just an alt bank by that point in time. Do.
Come back if anything breaks.
Cover a stone tablet. So, typical fetch quests. I look forward to getting this initial part over with because the fun part about Mop Remix was really the overpowered dungeon runs. And the first character, if this ends up playing out like Mop Remix did, the first character is really not going to be terribly fun to get leveled. But by the time you get them maxed out, you get so much stuff going on that doing alts is actually decent fun because you can skip past the intro stuff and you can power them up really, really fast. So you don't end up having to waste quite as much time getting going. Because realistically, the fun part about the whole remix thing is getting overpowered. So when this was first popping up and you had people talking about how you didn't feel nearly as overpowered in Legion Remix as you did in Mop Remix, it had me concerned. To be honest, this whole mode would be completely terrible if you didn't get super overpowered. I probably should do that. Fail devastation, that's my breath. And we'll put it right here. Yeah, pretty good. Just messing around a little bit. Seeing what we can do as far as streams go. Now keep in mind there's about a 20-second or so delay between me seeing stuff and actually being able to respond to it. first time I've streamed, so I'm sure over time I'll figure out how to narrow that down just a little bit. But having a small delay is not really that big a deal. Oh, haha. Probably should do that. And where is it? Pretty much. Like normal, I've been recording YouTube videos for quite a bit, but this is the first time where I've really tried my hand at streaming. Really, my interest lies mainly with doing videos, but it seems like a fair enough way to actually help expand that a bit. Don't have to be super dedicated to most of this stuff because I have a really good day job, but still fun to do and whenever I got a little bit of spare time. It's enjoyable so far. Like, hadn't really seen any aspects of it that I think are too bad. And truth be told, though, I just don't see it being that bad. I already work with high school students. It's not like any sort of online chat can be that much worse. Although, to be fair, my kids are pretty good. Like, I don't really have any bad kids.
First, we'll need to use the forge to prepare the anchoring materials and separate the infusing power from them. Good job. Now we need to
cool.
separate the temporal fibers from the frayed threads. Excellent. Now,
You know, I'll be honest with you, I'm probably not going to invest a whole lot in this until it actually looks like it's going to pan out to be something decent. Because, well, I'm a teacher, so I don't have a whole lot of extra cash sitting around.
the infused anchoring material.
I'm sure you do good work, though.
Infinite bronze. Brilliant! You've done it! You've forged the infinite bronze. In need of repairs? See you soon. I'll be waiting. Go put your gear to the test.
I figured instead of lying to you and acting like I would definitely be... basically, if you put work into stuff like that, I didn't want to lead you to believe there's a chance of making a sale here when realistically there's probably not.
To secure your artifact.
Well, at least not at this point. I mean, there might be in the future. Never know. And I will probably jot your name down since you're the first person to actually approach me about anything like that. And if I get to the point where I do want to commission something, I'll definitely hit you up and see what you got. Sort of the way I approach my students when they're doing fundraising. First person to mention something to me gets precedence for sales. Let's see. Mm-hmm. That's interesting. 2-minute cooldown refresh. I probably shouldn't have just hit the button for no reason at that point. Eldraki Warblades. One of my favorites. That's the thing about the Demon Hunters. They have some really cool weapons, but of course, I was pre Warglaives being a regular weapon. At the point when I joined in, Warglaives, the only way to really get any were through Illidan. So they were seen as pretty elite at that point in time because of the grinding that it took to get it.
Come back if anything breaks. See you soon. I'll be waiting. Come back if anything breaks.
It's the only thing I hate about trying to gather up all the quests together. Legion armor scraps from Demons Around Alarian. Alright.
That new artifact for a spin. Defeating enemies will provide temporal energy to further empower you. An honor for errors to scrap.
If you hear me humming children's songs, because my youngest is 5 or 4, 5 months old. My daughter's 4 years old, and so I sometimes get the little kids' song stuck in my head. If you've ever been around small children for any extended period of time, you know that the little kids' songs are all really catchy, but that's kind of what they want. You want something that they can pay attention to and that keeps their attention for a significant period of time. Survivability is always good. One Legion portal sealed. Yeah, let's just drag them. And wrong room. Ah, well. We can kill these guys in here. The whole nerf to power is one of the things that actually kind of irritated me in retail. And from what I understand, you do have a point where the scaling sort of steps back and makes you feel weak again, even in this, but still overall better than what you've got going on in the main game. I understand the point behind item level scaling and all that sort of stuff to sort of keep things relevant for extended periods of time. But I've always felt like it took something away from the game. It stopped you from feeling overpowered or just feeling as overpowered. So, I don't know. I've always been a proponent of going more back towards allowing the overworld to actually end up being just completely overwhelmed by the gear that you get towards the end game for whatever the current expansion is. I don't mind if it trivializes outdoor content a little bit, to be honest with you. Outdoor content's not what I'm looking for when I look for something to occupy my time. It's usually just the equivalent of chore work.
The world will change. Farewell.
And we'll throw that up there because that's probably where the best place is for it. And... oh yeah, I should just...
trust no one. Trust only your eyes.
Oops. And before that disappears, we'll go ahead. Actually, open. And what all we get? Significantly better, and crit, extra mastery and crit. Probably just go with that for now.
Nothing like a hot forge and a good hammer. Now that you have your artifact, it's time to be the hero you're meant to be. Report to Khadgar and save the day.
Oh, yeah, I probably should try to finish that stuff out too. What level do we get? It's 20, I think. Okay, and this. Got a decent amount of stuff already. Okay. What does he have?
Give me something to build.
Ew. Bronze.
Come
No.
back if anything breaks.
Not spending bronze on that.
Champion, I've discovered how we can expel the Legion from Dalaran.
I'm sure you have, Khadgar.
Keep your guard. Fair Lord Nesmith is in command of the invasion portals. Dispatching him will break the siege.
Violet Citadel, ah, that should be fun. Oh, hey, gotta remember. That's Violet Hold. My bad. I should probably try to stop my habit of humming the whole time I'm doing things. Furies. And let's see what talent we got now. Frailty. I will take both of those at some point, but that seems like that will be more useful in the short term. Coming, Khadgar.
Done. Once again, Dalaran is in your debt. We'll speak again soon, and hopefully under better circumstances.
Are they gone?
We'll leave the blue on for now. There we go. I was wondering how to get to that. So how much do we have? 1,065. Okay. Stamina. So we need 1,000 to get that, but so far we've increased speed rating, stam, and agility. going down this tree. From what I understand, you really want to just get all of these as soon as possible and then focus on one of these trees. Okay.
Who knows what knowledge we'll acquire? The possibility, as exciting as all that was, I'll be glad to get back to the Infinite Bazaar. Eternus will surely want to speak with you too.
Alright, so now we've got the central hub opened.
It seems you've already had quite the impact on this timeline, but our work here has just begun. Remember, some rules are our goal with this experiment is to see how history would have played out if some of the variables were changed. Get acquainted with the rest of our temporal excursion. I am excited to see what differences you have yet to make.
Only the best for dragon allies.
Ooh. Okay, so now we've got the stuff unlocked by stuff. So first things first, we're going to get all the mounts.
Go in peace. Greetings.
Let's see. It's let's go with that one. Pre-event for Legion was actually quite a nice set of gear. Although that looks pretty cool too. We'll go with the Legion themed one just for the fun of staying thematic for the first little bit. So, raid sets.
Guard yourself. Speak.
Guessing those are specific things. Yeah, Xavius, Argus, and Agrimar. What is that gonna? Aha. Now, those are shoulders that I do want because they look really cool. That's a pretty badass sword too. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Depends on how much time we decide to pump into this. Enjoying it, kind of, but it does have the whole thing that I've been finding is the reason why I've not really been playing WoW. I think having played the game for over a decade has just made it to where I'm not really enjoying a lot of the formal questing structure in WoW as much as I used to. Retrieve the curious simulacrum left in place of your borrowed artifact weapon by completing your artifact weapons acquisition storyline. Okay, yeah. I guess I'll do that. The artifact weapon quests for a Demon Hunter were pretty cool anyway, so not that big a deal. I should do this on Warlock because those are cool. Yeah, Warlock, this is the expansion where I actually really enjoyed Warlock.
Something to build.
So I actually went through and did quite a bit of the questing available for the Warlock. Including opening up hidden artifacts. Rare collections. Pets and
Seek the truth.
class mounts are right here.
Very wise to shop here.
Not going to worry about buying those yet,
May the red crane
because once I get enough
your mind.
experience boost, leveling up to 80 shouldn't be that difficult.
See you soon.
Let's see what he's got. Ah, there we go. Illidari Dreadstalker. Let's see. Predator mounts. Is there anything I don't actually have at least one version of? I don't think I have any basilisks. I actually think I have that. Yeah, I do. Fathom Dweller. Yeah, I've got that fellow. Ah, okay. So right now you can only buy some of them. That's okay. It's actually pretty reasonable. So I guess we'll just start here at the beginning.
Watch your back.
There, I've talked to everyone. Will you let me go do fun things now?
We will meet again.
From what I understand, you don't really need to worry about anything with this other than item level. That if it's an item level improvement, rarity, all that sort of stuff doesn't matter. You just go ahead and equip it. If it's the same item level, then you can look at stats. But otherwise, item level increase means primary stat increase means better piece of gear.
Oh, it feels good to stretch my wings. Hang on. Don't let this get to your head, but Eternus almost never gives anyone that much praise. I should know, after all. I've known her for, well, forever.
I'm still a little confused on exactly how the infinite dragonflight works.
Is important.
Because I always thought that
When we get
basically the way it was formed was when
going to get you a flying mount or
the bronze dragonflight's leader, I can't remember his name offhand right now. I know it most of the other times, but I thought it was whenever he turned into okay, Nosdormu turned into Murozond. Yep. And then the Infinite's formed. So how we have an Infinite and don't have Murozond still confuses me a little bit. I know it has something to do with the way that we actually fought Murozond and the time ways, but since he exists going backwards in time, it seems like, I don't know, we did kind of defeat him the moment he was created, though, didn't we? I don't know. If anyone wants to try to explain the Dr. Whovian time travel kind of nonsense in this, feel free to do so. Knowledge. Skywriting. Gain. That's to get our first actual boost in experience.
Our endeavor goes on. Never will create a portal for you now.
Oh, let's skip the skywriting tutorial. Yeah, let's just do that.
It's
Don't
a
need it.
pleasure to work with you. Never settle for the unknown.
Pop that real fast. Grab that. And agility's the same. Mastery and crit, or haste and mastery. We'll stick with haste and mastery.
Observe all that surrounds you.
And we'll go with this guy. I liked Illidan. I think they've kind of driven his character into the ground at this point, but I still somewhat like him, so we'll stick with that dude. I remember that part of the story from back in the day. And I'm guessing this will take us to our order hall.
If we don't, Kane and the others await you at Crassus's Landing.
We could use your help with a tactical decision.
Of course.
My life is dedicated to destroying the Burning Legion. Trust in Lord.
Remember,
And
your artifact for
vengeance.
the proper time and place. I used the infinite bronze to craft a simulacrum to replace it. If you were to retrieve it, Eris would scrap it for the materials we used in its creation.
Well, then, let's go get it.
As a
Because I
result, most of
definitely
the
don't
fall,
plan on switching to my DPS spec anytime
we
soon.
believe we may have finally found the Warblades. Alari led an army to track
Yeah.
them down.
I have done this once before, so pardon me if I just speed through it. I'll be honest. As much as I hate to admit it, part of me is wanting to go ahead and switch to Paladin. I don't know what it is. Last couple of expansions, I haven't been able to do anything but play Paladin. Like,
I have sacrificed.
I played it during Legion for the first time as my main, and just kind of kept playing it over and over again since then. My original main was Balanced Druid, so I still enjoy playing that guy. But until they tweak the balancing on DPS classes, I'm going to leave those alone. So next week sometime we'll probably pop in a Warlock and a Druid.
I have just the thing. Follow me.
But for now, we'll stick with Demon Hunter. Because I want to play the new Demon Hunter class when the next expansion comes out. So yeah, I'll definitely be buying the next expansion to at least do the initial campaign. I usually don't stick around for the patches, but the initial release is usually pretty fun because you have a lot of people going around doing the stuff that's really more sort of solo friendly. Delves didn't really end out scratching the itch for me for an end game, so after playing for a couple weeks, I just kind of dropped back out of the War Within. It wasn't terrible. Didn't think it was a bad expansion. Just
Soul shards. Now that's a definite.
like the last couple didn't manage to hold my attention. I actually completely skipped Shadowlands, so I don't know, from what most people said, it seems like that was a fortunate event. But I don't know, I've tried going through it. Some of the stuff is boring, but some of the areas actually aren't that bad. It just seems like the way that they handled a little bit of the lore really is what pissed people off more than anything else. Come on, Catcar, get down here faster.
Let's get to work. It's good to have you on our side.
There we go. And we're fine there. And agility increase, so.
Be careful. You're tapping into magic even Illidan would have considered dangerous.
Blah, blah, blah. Illidan would have considered it dangerous? Well. Boy, you just wait till later. You'll be questioning Illidan's choices up until the point where he becomes, a bit of an avatar.
We are all that stands between the Legion and annihilation. Remember, nothing is more important than the Legion's destruction. Alari, report in. Have you located the Warblades?
Yes. Carrier. Broken shore. Heavy resistance.
Really? You mean the place where they killed a whole bunch of really cool characters? There's heavy resistance there? Who would imagine?
We have their position.
That was,
Have to do.
to me, the one flaw to Legion. It definitely made for an epic introduction, but neither Varian nor Vol'jin, they killed my two favorite characters. I don't know, like, Varian was about the only Alliance character that I really enjoyed seeing parts of his story. And Vol'jin just got shortchanged. He had so much more potential as a war chief for the Horde.
We die in Illidan's name, as will
Yeah, no, I will not die in Illidan's name. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so they're upgrading pretty decently. So, seven stages, that's right.
Is that you?
By the way, my name means timeless. Yeah, let's free Ilaria. Alari. Destroy the Legion portals.
My wounds are severe. I fear you must push ahead alone.
I thought I sensed a paltry wondering where it shouldn't.
Watch out! Doom Guard headed your way.
Yeah, well, it'll be fine.
I'll reduce this entire canyon to rubble if I have to.
Where's the one button rotation thing at? I haven't actually played since they implemented that. Oh man, we don't need that. Oh.
I need to get closer.
Okay, single button assistant. Let's just throw this up here. Okay, let's try this out. See how it goes. Okay.
I need to target something first. I'm out of range. I don't have a
Huh.
target.
Well, it's definitely effective.
I need to target something first.
Do you see those corpses? Their souls have been torn right out of their bodies.
Might wait until I actually get to a class that I'm not super familiar with to do that. Let's see how it does against harder enemies. Okay, so just fine.
Don't have a target.
Thought it was supposed to be slightly less effective than hitting the buttons yourself. Oh, look. British.
I need a target.
Not a particularly challenging. Probably need to use spectral sight. Where's put it?
I'm hit! You must continue. The Warblades are worth any sacrifice.
It's too far away. I'm out of range. I need to target something first.
The ritual is nearly ready.
I need to get closer.
I will claim every soul of this pathetic world.
It's too far away.
Yeah, you know, to be honest with you, not really seeing the motivation to use the main buttons for the rotation, other than the fact that it's a little bit more fun to press them than it is to do the single button one.
The Legion is only the beginning. My blades call upon power from beyond.
Just
I need to get closer.
you know what Blizzard needs to hire?
I need a target.
A couple isekai mangaka.
For every soul I claim, my power grows. I will rule
I say that because that's basically what they tend to write their stories as, except without the actual isekai. So, seems like it would just be pretty much exactly what they want it to be.
I need to get closer.
And let's vomit on you, kill you. And let's see if it gives us the big like victory symbol or screen. Yep, still got the victory screen in place.
Well fought. But Legion reinforcements are
For some reason, I thought she was just getting ready to say, well,
We must
fuck.
depart.
Wonder if it will immediately let me do the quest to pick up the other artifact, or if I have to level a little bit like you did back in the day. I think probably since you have to progress the Order Hall campaign, probably make me level it a little bit. Okay. There you go.
Blades are even more impressive in person. I think you'll enjoy the view. Let's go.
Ah, the simulacrum I left in place of the artifact that I retrieved from the timeline. Well, it served its purpose, and none are the wiser. Eris would be quite happy if you scrapped it to reclaim our materials.
Okay then, so... let's go do this real quick. Anything to boost our experience gains.
Trust no one. The world will change. In need of repairs? Go put your gear to the test.
I can't use that.
Talent point, and we'll grab Fiery Brand, because it's a good cooldown to have. Immolation Aura. That one. Oop. Okay, usually put that up there. I tend to use Vengeful Retreat all that much, even though I know it probably should. And let's check this out real quick. 2,797. Let's see. Speed. Try to get up here to make that available. Although those are all really cheap, so I probably should just buy all of them before ever investing in one of these lines.
Our paths cross at last.
Visual time modes, general training. Let's do that.
Tide is set in sand, not stone. Question everything. We will meet again. There is more than one way to solve any problem.
Okay. Oh, I see what it's saying. That's related to a quest because it's infinite research. Reach level 40 and 02 infinite research. So it's complete. Okay. Yeah, it says glide. I'm not going to glide. We're going to go over there in style.
I see your hunt was a success. I had no doubt it would be.
Yes, you did.
Trust before Illidan's will. These demon souls will power the gateway. On your mark. Azeroth must not fall.
And where do I? Oh, right here. I probably should have actually read it, so let's see.
We are all that stands.
Oh, extra action buttons. I always forget about them.
Your souls are forfeit.
Ready when you are, dear.
There we go.
There we are. Lovely work as always.
Lord Illidan knows the way.
Illidari,
See, what level
gateway
am I?
is open.
15.
To the Fellhammer.
I don't know if I'm quite high enough yet to actually have done a dungeon run. I'd like to get at least one in. Yes, actually I can. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta do it as a tank.
We
Oh well.
are all that stands between the Legion and annihilation. I've been waiting for this day. Follow me. We must address the others.
Finish this part out.
Behold, the power of the Aldrachi.
And then we will
Fellhammer is
do a dungeon and then probably call it for the night.
Yes, Khan will fight beside you.
You may call upon the Coil Scar as well.
Our mission is not yet complete. We are all yours to command.
We are the blades that will strike down the Legion. We are the chosen warriors of Lord Illidan.
Yeah, this was all pretty cool the first time around. This point kind of seems a little melodramatic.
Lord Illidan knows the way. Lord
Probably be pretty awesome if you're into RP. At least they took the command table out.
Destroy the portal behind you. Oh, it was a glorious battle. In the aftermath, we uncovered an ancient Nathrasine forge.
I mean, the table's still here, but from what I understand, you just get to skip on past it.
Must not give up.
The plight of Azeroth is far more
Well, we
grim
go.
than we first thought.
You want to see this for yourself.
Yep. And equip and equip.
Gaze into the Nether Crucible. It will show you what we have seen.
All right, let me see. Let me pick out a place to go do some leveling. So what should we knock out first? Actually, really like.
Behold,
Like
the
Azuna?
Legion's primary
I have to look. I can't remember the names of the zones at the moment.
Tomb of Sargeras.
Oh yeah, you mean that place that
The situation is more dire than we knew. The
Gul'dan's hanging out at?
infested the surrounding isles. We must act now, or I fear the situation will become unsalvageable.
To be honest, the only thing that's really hard about streaming, especially if there's no one actually present chatting or doing anything like that, is that I usually play some sort of YouTube video while I'm playing. So, by the way, not going to promise that I'm going to do absolutely everything on stream with this. If I get the urge to play and I don't really feel like I have the time to actually boot up the stream, I'm going to still play. But I'll at least try to do some recording so I can put up an update video so people know where everything sort of went. And he's upstairs. Okay, cool.
Azeroth must not fall.
I guess if you think about it, it makes sense that the demon hunters are all pretty dramatic because Illidan's basically drama incarnate.
Thanks to your power, we can use the Fellhammer to plan out every aspect of our assaults.
Alright, let's see. Azuna's pretty fun. Val'Shara I enjoy, but that's yet again because Druid was my big thing for a long time. I happen to be a Tauren Druid, so High Mountain's also something I pretty much enjoy. Stormheim, I like the story, but to this day it still kind of pisses me off because I don't really understand why Sylvanas went down the road that they took her character. So let's do Azuna. Azuna's pretty fun.
Lord Illidan knows the way. You should return to Dalaran and secure passage to the Broken Isles immediately.
Yeah, let's do this because even though I like running as a tank,
Are all that scans.
first dungeon that I do, I kind of want to do it as a DPS just to...
How can I aid you, little one?
Oh, okay. So it activated Havoc automatically. Okay, let's set in some talent points real quick. Do that. Eye beam. Blades. Spellbook. Because we'll have to set this back up. Since Demon Bite, it's passive. Don't really have to worry about building it in. Chaos Strike, yes. Fell Rush, yes. Vengeful Retreat as the alternate to Fell Rush. Put there. That goes up here. Eye Beam. there. Sigil. Because I'm not pulling with them, I'm actually using them. Don't really need Torment, but still like to leave it somewhere accessible as a just in case. Immolation Aura. Do I have Blade Dance in there? No. And we'll throw the one button assist up here just to have it somewhere. Arcane Torrent for now. Throw it down there. Where is the time runner specific thing that lets me reset my cooldowns? And I guess I probably shouldn't have scrapped my fucking weapons. Oh, okay, well. Yeah, pretty sure I can go.
We survive. Luck to you. My life is dead. Honor me.
Rude. We'll do this, then we'll go back to Crassus's Landing to grab some weapons so we can do this quest chain.
Is dedicated to destroy. Thank you. I will not let you down. My life is dedicated to destroying the Burning Legion.
Sorry for the interruption, but we're going to jump you forward in time, past this moment. Like Eternus mentioned before, this experiment will eventually end, so we have to be wise about how we spend our time. See? Everything is the same, except now, we are in control of our own time. We're ready to proceed.
That's fantastic.
Sorry for the interruption, but we're going to jump you forward in time, past this moment. Like Eternus mentioned before, this experiment will eventually end, so we have to be wise about how we spend our time.
I gotta remember where the downstairs
Except
was.
now, we are in control of our own time. We're ready to proceed. Sorry for the interruption, but we're going to jump you forward
Yes,
in time
yes, I understand.
past this moment. Like Eternus mentioned before, this experiment will eventually end, so we have to be wise about how we spend our time.
Yeah. Leave that one alone.
My life is dedicated to destroying the Burning Legion.
I wish it would skip me forward on this one. There we go. Still, the order hall, the class tables was the big time gate for upgrading the order halls, so it's good that they've taken those out.
I'd sooner kill you than look at you. But let's start with look. Next time, eyes all the way up.
Moving on.
Lord Illidan knows the way. The blood of any of the demons on the Broken Isles.
All right.
Wish I was going with you.
Now, let's go get the other artifact weapon. then time permitting, run as a dungeon. See how that goes.
There you are. Over here. Azuna awaits. It is a world of wonder.
Not gonna do that yet. Let's go get some weapons for the temporary usage of this particular thing.
Now listen. Nothing like a hot forge and a good hammer. See you soon.
All right. I guess here I have enough bronze to buy another mount. And where's him at? Here, there he is.
How are ya? Off with you.
I'll do tanking voluntarily once I actually get a little bit of a reminder of what, or at least see how the current state of dungeons are. Because I know at one point in time with Mop Remix, didn't have to worry at all about whether you were suited to really do the dungeons or not. Mainly because there would almost always be at least one person that was extremely overpowered for that dungeon. That could pretty much carry the whole group.
Just a few moments with the Eridar. Alone. He has information we need. If we do not meet again, die well.
Nothing escapes these walls. If you don't have time to explain, then I don't have time to waste on you. Just visiting? So be it. You're fortunate that Khadgar trusts you. But make no mistake, I do not share his sentiment.
I don't care. I'm pretty sure you die at some point.
But I will not put the lives of my guards at risk for your mission.
Yeah, no, I'm not that worried about it either.
As Crystal, Warden.
What was really fun is when you screwed up and walked in without the quest actually at the right point.
Lower the barrier and evacuate the hold. These Illidari wish to exchange words with the Eridar.
Yeah, we're gonna end up torturing him to death.
Follow me. I shall open the cell for you.
It's just... I don't normally play DPS Demon Hunter. I've generally only really played Vengeance. Or wait, Havoc.
To ensure no one interferes.
No, Vengeance, yeah.
You would stand before me after so many of your kin have fallen? Release me now, and I may yet spare you.
Don't you realize you're not the main character?
One of the most powerful Eridar we've ever encountered.
You're not going to survive this.
You will be fast friends.
Going out swinging. It'll be fine.
Remember, Demon Hunter, you were never here.
Fool! You dare face me alone?
Yeah, okay. So you wanted a more open area to get an ass whipping.
Disgusting ilk. Pity you won't be around to witness.
Where is he? Where is Paradis? Tell us or die.
Yeah, sure they will. You didn't even know whether or not you could kill me.
I have sacrificed everything. What have you given? Death to... I will meet you at Crassus Landing and prepare a fellback to take you to Suramar. Let the hunt begin.
Good old Suramar. God, I hope there's an easier way to get the rep and stuff going for that particular quest chain. Because that was a grind.
Dark Sorrow and Ravencrest will have the honor of accompanying you into Suramar. A small force will have the best chance of flying undetected into the hole. Keep your wits about you. Veritas will be a cunning adversary.
I probably won't. I don't know. I say that and watch me just get my ass totally beaten.
Veritas is well guarded. We need
Oh
to
yeah, I
take
forgot
out the
about this little
wolves
pit
protecting
for
that
dailies.
barrier.
I put a decent amount of time into Legion for an expansion where I really didn't raid.
Push forward, quickly. There's no time to land. You must dive headlong into the fray. Go!
Okay.
Lord Felsoul must not be disturbed.
I'm sorry. It's just the sound of a, that sounds really nostalgic.
It's too far away.
My Lord Craft alone? Finish the portals, damn you! We must protect the wards!
I'm out of range.
Oh, cool. We're collecting some Fel blood while we do this.
Moag! To the front! This has gone on long enough!
Hey, buddy. Feeling a little scrappy.
I don't have a target.
Raid them in hellfire! Halt their advance!
Yeah, I used to play the game in mute. So most of the sounds and stuff I'm just completely unfamiliar with, and it's actually kind of funny. For some reason, he's reminding me of Sloth from the Goonies.
It's been years. You should know better than to stand against me.
Your life is
It's too far away.
Master! I have failed!
Of course you did. You were put up against an unstoppable force.
My master has granted me many gifts. Witness the power. I need to get closer.
Let's see. Yeah, that should be the last one. Hello.
Your allies have to die. Don't worry. I'll put
Hello, Mr. Fister. Lister Fiend.
I was Illidari once, left for dead at the Black Temple. Now you will witness the might of my new master.
Well, I mean,
Behold the infinite power of the Twin Blades.
you could have just went ahead and continued on with the mission of the Illidari, but no. Oh yeah, that's a really smart choice.
Illidari, you seek my head that you might take the Twin
Give me a
Blades
bridge
alone?
to come fight you.
Join me. Unleash your true power. Do not let the weak hope. I am a god. I am through with this charade. Your soul will feed the Twin Blades. Do not fail me, Veris.
He will kill Jaden.
The Twin Blades and destroy the interloper.
It's not what's going to happen, kill Jaden.
Return to Ark.
You're also not going to survive this expansion.
This one another day. This is not over, Illidari.
I mean, I'm not 100% certain why you decided to just leave the Twin Blades behind. Why did he leave them behind? Oh, you won the fight, fair and square. I got you tied up for a second instead of just going ahead and cutting your head off. I'm going to take this portal and leave exactly what you were trying to get behind for you.
Well done. We managed to clear the skies while you dealt with Veritas.
All right. Bronze cash. And I think we're good. Now I just need to run a dungeon. Then some of the goals for the night will be obtained. Let's see. And it should dismount me. Yeah. But that also finishes this quest. And all right, let's see how quick we can do a dungeon. What's the wait time? 7 minutes. Not bad. So I guess we'll talk to Khadgar and start working our way down to Azuna while we wait.
I'm glad you're here.
Actually have some new audio equipment to set up. That should be fun.
I prefer using the
Be curious to see how it affects the actual sound of my recordings. So I've just been recording on a Yeti, which is not bad, but I've got a new Rode mic to set up. So we'll see how that does over the next little bit. Probably won't get a video recorded with it until Friday or Saturday. I'm going to probably start out with a book review video. It's been a while. My backlog of books that I've actually finished that I still need to put a video up for has actually gotten decently large.
We have competition from Queen Ajara herself.
Oh, wow, that is still very
We
loud.
must also be after the Pillar of Creation. This is unexpected. Breathtaking. The arcane knowledge lost to the
I feel like I need to modify that to make that not quite as loud. I'm not. Yep. Definitely needs to be tweaked.
Is here too. There remains much to be done.
Yeah, let's... Oh, he's imprisoned. That's right.
Hurry. The Illidari are about to be overrun.
I doubt it. Okay. Whoop. And let's do this real quick. That way, when I die from being overwhelmed, if I die,
I need to get closer.
okay. I was just curious about killing a rare, seeing how that actually affected this. Or if there was anything interesting that would drop.
An unexpected surprise. Azeroth must not fall. Nice weapon you have there. Speak with Jason Alari if you'd like to help.
Lothian Prowler shoulder guards. Although a little bit of Spanish makes me want to call it a Yothian.
My life is dedicated to destroying the Burning Legion.
Death to the Legion.
I don't know, I did this so much back in the day. For some reason. Oh, nope. Not what I was trying to do. Let's just do this. And turn this on. Turn this one on. Turn this one on. Chris. Where's he at? Yeah, whatever. We'll do the rare thing later. No real point in working on rares while there's a chance for Q to pop at any particular point in time.
It's too far away.
Whoop.
I need a target.
And
Not ready yet.
let's see how this goes. First, Legion Remix Dungeon. If I were a betting man, I'd say it'll go very, very quickly. And if that person doesn't accept it, it'll just kick them out of the queue, pull the rest of us in, and then fill him in or her as it goes, because they're just DPS. At least it should. It's used to be how it went. Because you can start one DPS down. You can't really start a tank down or a healer. At least under normal circumstances. Probably could with Remix going, but
I'm out of range.
there we go. And which one is this? Neltharian's Lair. Yay. Let's see, the first boss is a big old worm, isn't it? Or is it something to do with crystals? I do kind of remember this one. I remember people used to troll by casting water walking as you were falling down through there. Until they actually removed the ability to cast water walking. Do, 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 do.
It's too far away.
Oh, yeah. Man, it has been a minute. I don't normally do any of the time running stuff that is actually up on the main game, so
have been tapping into abilities they should not possess.
the Drogbar dude.
Something to do with the latent power still lingering within these rocks. Navarok, betrayer. You would lead these.
Oh yeah, that thing pops up out of the ground. That's what it is.
Control the hammer, Ularog. He will destroy High Mountain, not conquer it. Either way, I will enjoy every moment of it. Rockmora, crush them.
I remember when positionals really mattered a lot in this game. I'm very glad they don't anymore.
I need to target something first.
Well, they know we're coming now. I hope our allies can keep their main forces occupied long enough for us to complete our mission. Quickly, into the barrels! I'll hold them here and join you downriver. No, I won't be doing that. I will find my own path and rejoin you on the other side. The Underking uses slaves to dig at the bones of my father. He does not know the powers he meddles with.
I need to get closer.
These peasants have been hiding rations from the army. If you're not fighting,
Seems like I remember that this boss used to cause some pretty extensive trouble back in the day.
I can't attack that.
can't honestly say for sure because I can't remember well enough. Okay, so defensive cooldown. Whoop. Probably shouldn't be standing right in the middle. Let's try doing the single button rotation for a little bit, see how that works out. Because right now I'm down near the bottom. I do remember having to gather all this stuff up. Starting to look kind of like I'm doing a disservice by not using the single button rotation. And let's grab... Don't have time.
I want you to see your heroes die.
It's too far away.
Watch your step.
Need to get closer.
Well, not like I really need to be upgrading mid-dungeon anyway.
I'm out of range.
Mother of worms, arise!
Oh yeah, this is where the fun wormy thing is.
Our passage to Darkroom will be blocked. She comes. Naraxis will feast on your bones.
I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
So far, one button rotation system is winning out.
Ads coming.
But it's way more fun to actually get to press stuff.
Watch your feet.
I do believe there's a treasure chest down here.
Seek will be found on the other end of this beast.
And it'll just have to mail it to us.
The Tauren believed you were prophesized to seize my hammer! Pathetic. Let them come. Witness the fate of those who stand against one worthy of wielding the power of a Titan!
It's too far away.
I'm sorry, heroes. I must leave you. Yet know this.
Spirit Walker Black Dragonhorn.
I need to get closer.
High Mountain in this final hour.
I need to target something first. I'm out of range.
I will break this world asunder before I let you take my hammer. The mountain will gnaw on your bones.
Kill Big Ant.
So we're going to leave that so we can stand behind it when he does the specific attack, which he just destroyed it, so hopefully that doesn't pop up. Yeah, cool.
The hammer never chose you, Dargrul. It seeks a wielder who possesses true strength, and you were found lacking. It's done, hero.
I don't feel the need to try to get back there.
Dead and the hammer reclaimed. The Drogbar are broken.
Going to anyway, though, because everyone else is going. Don't want to leave them
Reuniting our tribes, but balance has
off on their own.
to High Mountain. The power of the mad
But I don't think it's going to matter all that much.
High Mountain has you to thank, heroes. Now family matters that require my attention.
And it'll just pop up in the
I
mail.
hope when next we meet, it is under more peaceful circumstances.
Yep, mail. And it, come here. Now, one thing with item level scaling. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I forgot about that. One thing with item level scaling is you do have to actually remember to equip your gear periodically. You can't just leave it forever. Because they grow stronger as you grow stronger. So wild. Oh yeah, that's right. We get all sorts of scrolls that will give us buffs.
Too late, heroes. Your world is lost. We are all that stands between the Legion and annihilation.
And complete. Pick that up. But we're going to run back to Crassus's Landing real quick. Where's the Flight Master? Although, let's see, where's Delaran at? Because I bet I could probably fly back there faster than the flight path can. Yeah. I'm probably going to have to disable silver dragons until I get to the point where I'm ready to hunt rares, aren't I? That was a fun fishing quest. And let's see if I can remember what part of Delaran has Crassus's Landings right here.
Change is good. Possibilities be
Do that one. But we'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, cool. And just double checking to be sure I've not missed any eye level upgrades. Because we're going to go over here. Crush a bunch of stuff. Once I've run all the dungeons at least once and can remember the general layout, then I'll switch back to Vengeance for dungeons. check this real quick before we log out. 1750. So all right. And I think we'll call it for tonight. So normally whenever I'm actually making videos, the thing that I tend to end it with is that, remember, if I can beat it, so can you. But I'll just be blunt. I have played World of Warcraft for a very long time. I've taken breaks, but the reality is the game gets pretty bicycly in the sense that you don't really have to think all that hard to kind of get back in the habit with it whenever you have played it for quite a while. So, yeah, definitely, if I can learn how to play this, you absolutely can too. But it's going to take you a little bit of time to get super used to it. Now, granted, that single button rotation system seems to have taken a whole lot of the complexity out of it. At the very least, if you want to try it, there's no real shame in popping that on, because you'll be at least efficient enough to not be holding back a group while you're running through a dungeon. So by all means, give it a shot. But also expect that it's going to take you a little bit of time to learn how to play the game. The game is complicated. It looks like they're trying to address some of that complexity with Midnight. You'll see a whole bunch of people that have been playing the game forever complaining about that, but the reality is the complexity does need to be simplified down a little bit in terms of you shouldn't have to have 5,000 add-ons to play the game. So we'll see how that goes. By all means, if I can beat it, you really still can too. It's just in this instance, it might take you a little bit more time than it does in some of the other games. Either way, I hope you have a good night, and I'll see you soon with a book review.